Beautiful Friday, May the 10th. We call it the funky, freaky Friday edition of What's Up on Galaxy Television, and trust me, it is from the overall program Be Our Guest. Now, you know how it is on the show. We do lots of movie reviews, we do celebrity gist, we do fashion and style, we do trending issues, and of course, the icing on the cake is when we do have special guest appearances. Now, we have A-list artists come into the studio to interact with us. Some of them are via Zoom because we do have guests from all over the world. Now, I'll tell you something about WhatsApp. We give you the best of the best. This is where premium entertainment comes to the fore. This morning we do have a special guest in the studio. He's a very big man, if you ask me. These are people who know what music is all about, and we'll be doing justice to that. Let me tell you this morning, every day above 6 feet is a very good day. I'll take that again. Every day above 6 feet is a very good day. So make sure that you show lots of wit, grit, so much kindness, bravery, and remember to always stay liquid. This beautiful morning, I'll be running the show by myself. Myself alone. You know how it is. That's because Omevi Idolo isn't feeling too good. Yesterday she basically struggled through the show because she had cold and catarrh and all that, but very soon she'll be back, hopefully by Monday, so you get to see all the craziness and razzmatazz. You know how it is. Besides, there's no one to worry me today, so it's just me and of course my super guest in the studio. My name is Obi Nakenet, but for some of you, you know me as Orally Baby, aka Radio Cubana, aka Big Size Teddy Bear, aka Bullion Van, aka Big Tizzy Malai, aka Sugar Daddy of Lagos. And this morning, as always, we will be entertaining you, because this is what the show is all about. We inform you, we educate you, and give you all the entertainment that you want. Let me reiterate and tell you also that Galaxy Television is on the go, in fact. So make sure you head on to your Google Play Store for those who use Android phones, and App Store for those who use iPhones, and download the Galaxy mobile app. Also, we stream live on Facebook, on X, which you know as Twitter, and of course Instagram. And then you can head on to our YouTube page as well and subscribe. Click the subscribe button, and then you can get to watch all the shows, especially the ones that have been aired previously, just in case you didn't have the time to watch. It's a very beautiful show today. Thank God it's Friday. Where would you be later on today? Would you be out with your friends? Would you be Netflix and chilling? Would you be taking one or two? But either way, with advice that you do not drink and drive. You do not drive and drink. This morning, I'm happy. I'm excited to be in the studio. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it is time to meet our super guest. Don't touch it. Welcome back to What's Up on Galaxy Television. If you're just tuning in, this is What's Up on Galaxy Television, where we all but reach for the stars, and of course it is from the overall program Be Our Guest, where stars are born and made. And this morning I am your host, as always, Orally Baby. I saw a couple of messages the other day, and someone was asking questions why Omevi is always on my neck on the show. I don't know. I'm answering you guys now. I don't know why she's like that, but you know how it is. Women, you can never do without them, and then when they're around you, they give you all sorts of problems and the rest. But hey, this is why we're born. This is what we're made for, if you ask me. Today on the show, we do have someone all the way from, you know where it is. I will not shout it, I will not scream it, but this man has been doing music for a while, and I listened to his songs and I'm like, whoa, this is a very beautiful one. And together we will be finding out whom this person is, as regards his personalities, his likes, his dislikes, everything about him. You feel like you should be able to ask him. I'll be doing the asking for you guys. You know how it is. We drill him, squeeze him, and bring all those things out of him. Welcome to the studio this morning, the very handsome man, DC MARLOW. Welcome to the studios this morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's actually nice to be in your studio, and I'm kind of happy to be here because this is a station I've been watching since when I was a kid. I usually watch my cartoon on Galaxy TV.
Are you serious?
I watch cartoon on Galaxy TV before I go to school in the morning, so I'm definitely happy to be in the studio with you this morning.
All right, that's why we're making a premium for you. You can see how this studio is set. You got flowers like your living room. That's why I put you on a big sofa. And then if you want to drink cold water, we do have the dispenser for you as well. Anyway, this is how it was made. I want to welcome you again to the studios. This is Galaxy Television. This is WhatsApp. I'm sure you understand that this is where entertainment, music,
Absolutely.
fun, of all the shows on Galaxy Television, this is the sweetest, because this is where entertainment is just buzzing left and right. I'm sure everybody downstairs are beefing me now. That's Sabi. Anyway, I'll be telling you guys one or two things about who we do have in the studio this morning. I'll read his biography quickly for you guys, and then you can take your excerpts from there. This man is called Michael Chukwuka Uchebu, professionally known as DC MARLOW. He's a Nigerian artist hailing from Imo State. If you know me well, you know I hail from Imo State too. Specifically, he's a Oboma local government area. He was born on the 9th of August 1999. Now, let's talk about Michael fully. Michael's upbringing was steeped in a legacy of education, of course, and music. He comes from a family of scholars. Now, with his grandfather serving as a principal and his father as a lawyer and non-professional musician. In a family of 8, education was strongly emphasized, motivating Michael to excel academically. Now, throughout his formative years at the Supreme Pillars College, Michael discovered his passion for music and entrepreneurship. His hobbies include writing music, delving into historical literature, and staying updated with current events. Despite not having won any awards yet, Michael has actively participated in numerous events and is steadily building his career in both music and entrepreneurship. Michael's journey into music, or into the music industry, has been a blend of excitement, challenges, and of course, uncertainty. He acknowledges that these obstacles have added depth and excitement to his journey, obviously. Now, while managing his small business, Michael continues to pursue his music career semi-professionally. He remains focused on his goal of ascending to the top of the music scene. Finally, in his personal life, Michael is currently single and not actively seeking a relationship. He identifies as a Christian, but humorously describes himself as a very unserious one. Looking ahead, Michael plans to further his education by studying philosophy, adding depth to his artistic expressions. While he hasn't hosted or organized any reach out events yet, Michael's commitment to his craft and determination to succeed are evidential, with projects on the horizon. Michael Chukwuka Uchebu, aka DC MARLOW, is a rising star to watch in Nigeria's music industry. Help me welcome again to the studio Michael Uchebu, aka DC MARLOW. Welcome again.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be in the studio with you.
As I was reading your biography, how did you feel?
I felt kind of, let me say, I felt kind of proud of myself.
Wow. That's good, because on the show you actually do need to be proud of yourself. Despite everything that's happened, you have been able to achieve a lot. Now let's start from the challenges you have faced, or you are still facing, coming up into the Nigerian music industry, and we need you to tell us your story, the origin from when you knew you wanted to do music.
Well, actually, I used to. I have this friend. His name is DJ Big G.
All right.
So usually I would just write music, then I would show it to DJ Big G and be like, "Oh, come and listen to this thing that I wrote today." And I would keep disturbing him with my music, and he'll be like, "Guy, if you really know, if you know that you want to do music, why you know people go studio?" So he usually tell me that. I'm like, okay. And in school, we have this group of boys whereby all of us just come together to freestyle, the usual school thing. So we usually do freestyle, write songs and stuff like that. So DJ Big actually played a big role in me taking it to the next level. So he was the one that like, okay, do it. I was like, okay, you're a DJ, I'm an artist, we can actually work together. So
wow.
Together he's been on my team and we've been pushing everything together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this journey started from primary or secondary school?
It started from secondary school, because during my primary school days, I did visit the drum.
Oh wow, that's something I did too.
I did visit the drum, like, yeah, I just focused on drumming. I love drumming too.
So That's played a huge part.
Yeah, it played a huge part.
Good. So now I'll ask you, what genre of music do you say you make?
Well, I would say I make. I don't want to box myself into any genre.
Oh, you're going the way of Wheezy. Wheezy started the I don't want to box myself into one genre of music, and after that time, everybody's saying we don't want to box ourselves, we don't want to do this, blah 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 blah. But explain yours anyway.
Well, Whiskey said something. He said any music that an African person makes, they just classify it as Afrobeat, and I think he's right. So in the sense that I do Afrobeat, and I also do some other kind of music too. So basically, I just want to say, okay, I make music, good music that people can relate to, and tell their stories through my music and make people feel good, speak what people are going through my music. So basically, I just do good music.
All right, do good music.
My genre should be good music.
Good music.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Let's hear about some of the challenges you faced when you started music and how you've been able to overcome some of these challenges.
Well, I think when it comes to challenges, in everything you do in life, you face challenges. It does not really have to do with me facing challenges in music, and challenges no they finish. Yes. So we solve one challenges.
Another one pops.
We move to the next. So currently we are just busy solving challenges. I'm trying to embrace the challenge and go from it. There's not a point in time where I will solve all my music challenges, but I intend to grow while I'm solving the challenges and enjoy myself as possible, because problem they finish, obviously.
True. As a Gen Z, I'd ask you this, as a Gen Z.
As a Gen Z.
Yes. How do you stay, or what is your major source of motivation coming into music? Now, I'll tell you something. If you look at several artists, there was someone I know, I don't want to call his name, but there's someone I do know. Mm-hmm. He started music because he lost someone close to him. Mm-hmm. And that person would always tell him, yo, you've got a very good voice, you know how to sing, why don't you just do this? And he's like, you know what, forget it, let me just work and make money and all that. And he was working in a bank, making good money. But when he lost this person, that was the motivation. He said she would have loved me to do music, and now he's he's one of the biggest artists around, the youngest, biggest artist. I know this story and I know him for real. So for you, coming up in the Nigerian music entertainment industry, what would you say is your main source of motivation?
I think my main source of motivation has to be, I sometimes feel like if you have a talent that you think people might find valuable, it's not good for you to just hide it. You really want somebody that thing could prove to be very good to other people, so you want to show it to the world, and that's like one of my motivation. It's just something I enjoy doing. So money aside, definitely, obviously I'm not making money in music right now, so my biggest motivation is the fact that I derive joy, purpose from doing it, and seeing people appreciate the art just makes me happy.
All right, tell us about your lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle would you say you have started living now that you have entered the Nigerian music industry compared to the former? People normally do not understand how these things are. I was saying something to my colleagues early this morning. I said, if anybody had told me that sometime in life I'll be able to buy shoes over 80, 90, 100K, I would have argued with the person like, what is wrong with you? Why would you spend that much? But after a period of time, I noticed my wants and needs increased as I got more money, and that's the range of amount that I wear now, because I'm a shoe freak, wristwatch, perfume and all that. So it brings me to the question again, the lifestyle you live, how would you compare it to the ones you once led, and do you feel like it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Actually, when me and my friend we were coming to the studio, I told him that, bro, you remember that time we say when we small, they told us we don't use 100K buy phone. But now they buy phone of over 200. So I think sometimes the position you are, now this life is all about perspective. So you might think you cannot do a particular thing, not knowing you don't actually have the capacity to do that thing. So in my own case now, me saying I cannot buy a phone of 100K was because I did not even have the capacity to begin with. Yeah. So in terms of my lifestyle change, I think once you have money, your life will change. I don't have money as much as I would want right now, but I believe my lifestyle is still the same thing, but it will be changing. The more money, the more it will change.
Good. Yes, we've talked about lifestyle and all that. Now, I want to talk about influence. The kind of stuff that influences your music. everybody, there are different artists, big guest artists have graced this chair you are sat on right now, and we still have you that's evolving. Now, first up, before I ask this question, where do you think and hope that you'd see yourself? Listen, you're saying this here first, so let the world listen. Where does DC Marlow hope to see himself in the next 2 years? We're not going 5, we're not going 10 yet. Let's say 2 years. Let it be that you said it first on Galactic Television, and I want you to work towards it. So where do you see yourself 2 years from now?
I would like to see myself in a place where if they show me, I'll be like seriously, in a place that even people will not believe. That's the kind of place I would like to see myself in the next 2 years. In a good way, not in a bad way, because you could see yourself in a very terrible place and you'll be like, so I want to see myself in a good way whereby I will be like, wow, I never thought I would be in this kind of privileged position. So that's what I would like to see myself.
And when you get there, how would you help people who are coming up?
I will surely, because I think if you have the joy of having is in giving, that's the joy. So if I get to a place of privilege, I will surely want to put people on. And you know, what's the joy if not only me make them?
True.
If nobody make them through me. So yeah.
All right. Let's also go straight to influence in music. Like I said, everybody has what influences them to do music. First up, before we talk about what influences you, do you have, or give us 3 artists in Nigeria that influence the kind of music you make, and why?
Yeah, when it comes to influence, I pick a lot of things from different people. So when it comes to fashion, I kind of like Fireboy's fashion, the way he dresses, Rema, stuff like that. But in terms of my sound, I would say Runtown, he has a big influence on my sound, Runtown. Then basically I just listen to every other artist. I listen to Wizkid, I listen to Burna Boy, even Burna Boy, yeah. The way he bounce on beats, his lyrics and stuff like that. Even Omale too. So I learn a lot from as many people as possible. Then I bring it together and make something of it.
Okay. Are you under any record label?
No, currently not.
So you're doing things on your own?
Yeah, I'm doing things on my own, but I'm definitely open to working with a label.
So how has that been? Working on your own, bringing out money, doing promotions by yourself. How has that part of your journey been?
It's definitely difficult doing things on your own, but I think it's what does not kill you makes you stronger.
True.
So it's a learning process, knowing that real life no be joke. Real life hard. So when you have a label and they are doing things for you, you'll be able to appreciate it more. There's a lot of things I would have wanted to do and I would have liked to do that I cannot do because, you understand, no label, the funding is not there, but I'm just appreciating everything as it is and hoping for the best. Yes.
Now, I want to talk about the topic. Just recently, or not too far ago, we had the Hip Hop Awards that was usually run in Nigeria, and it was taken outside the country. Now they said, why is it that something that started in Nigeria, why is it that they're taking it outside the country? And so many people came out to talk, said this, they said that, left, right, center, and all that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people said it was for more promotion. What do you think about moving the Hip Hop Awards that was in Nigeria? It's just a random topic that I feel like I speak with my friends about, and I get to air my opinion. Also, they talk about it and we agree to disagree. What do you think about the awards being taken outside the country?
Like I said before, I think it's a matter of perspective. You know, now you are just me now. I'm here looking at them moving the award outside. I don't even know the reason why they did that. It's about perspective. For example, now there's a bike outside that is falling. You want to somebody park his bike outside. It has already gotten to the floor. Now a passerby wants to help the person pick the bike up. Now the owner of the bike just come outside. It might look like this passerby is trying to steal the bike, whereas this guy is trying to help him stand his bike. So it's all about perspective. You now you're looking at it from another person might look at it from here that these people taking this award does not make sense. But when you look at their own perspective, it might make sense. So in that case, I think I'm not in the position to comment on if it makes sense for them to take it out or not, because I have not really seen their perspective. Until they tell me why, then I can say, okay, I'll be able to comment. But as now, I don't actually know. They definitely know best.
Being a very young artist, someone like yourself, I want you to talk about some of your most embarrassing moments. Now, I'll say mine. I think I said something like that yesterday. Everyone has embarrassing moments. There was, okay, I talked about one yesterday, how I had friends in my area. So in school, I was part of the literary and debating society. I was also part of, they dragged me, because I always play drums at the assembly grounds and everything. So they dragged me to the choir and were able to sing. Then they knew I could dance at some point. So the teacher just said, you know what, you guys, they had this Coca-Cola, whatever, that they do at Last Protect. So they said we should all go there, that we should go and vie for places, debating and all that. I was part of a 2-man team for the debate. All right, so I think I came second or third. That was what saved me that day. Whilst everybody came through and they were dancing, Cisco, they were break dancing, I just noticed when we came on the stage, people were looking at us like kingdom dance. White glove, white socks, white shirt, black trouser. And in front, there's this school they call AZ. So my friends attend AZ. So all of them, all the girls were just seated in front. And they were looking at me dancing. And I almost died. I just closed my eyes, did the dance. And then one of my friends, Bimbo, came to me. She was like, really? This is the dance you knew you could dance? If you see what them Bimbo danced, I was like, oh my God, we are so finished. You know, it was very embarrassing for me because they told everybody on the streets, in school, everywhere that, see, once I came to dance, but once it was part of the debate team, I came good, I got some of the awards and everything. So as an artist, as yourself, growing up and being stronger in the industry, tell us one or two of your most embarrassing moments and how you were able to scale up.
As I'm listening to your story, at the same time trying to think of an embarrassing moment I've been in. I think I've been in. I would have been in an annoying moment than an embarrassing moment.
Okay, go for it.
I'm a kind of chilled person. So okay, I've not been in an embarrassing moment that I can think of as at now. But let me just say another. Let me digress and talk about an annoying moment I've been in. So I was trying to charge my phone. My gen is not working. NEPA no still bring light, so I did on choke mode. Only for me to get to the charging spot. And normally we charge our phone at 100 naira. So this guy is telling me it's 300, whining me. He was just trying to play a joke on me, but I was so pissed. I nearly smashed my phone on his head. So I think that I have more of annoying moments than embarrassing moments.
All right, now in the Nigerian music industry, you're very young, coming up. When you started music, it's just like you saying this is a television station you've been watching from when you were little.
Yeah.
Now, and you being rather on this grand stage in this studio means a lot to you because
it does.
You never knew you were going to come here, obviously.
Definitely,
now,
yeah.
The Nigerian music scene has evolved over the years. What do you think changed from that time, that style of music, and now?
A lot of things change in the Nigerian music industry, in the sense that Nigerian music industry is now international. It's now very big. It's now very big. It's way more bigger than before. True. Now the mode of distribution. Before we use cassette, now we use streaming, different stuff. Even the quality of the videos. When you look at the video from then and you look at the video from now, also the kind of money that is put into the industry, the amount of people and the amount of work it takes to make each artist, everything is just, it has improved. Nigeria's the music industry has been very, very big now. So that's the changes I see. And also, as somebody that was not in the industry before getting into it, even I don't see myself as being in the industry until you are very, very popular and you have leg before you can say you're in the industry. So somebody like me now, we think if you go into music, you just sing a good song and it will be everywhere. Then you go into music, actually you drop a song and you discover that it does not work that way. So there's a lot of stuff that changed, and that's what I have to say about it. Okay,
so do you have how many songs do you have out now?
I have about 2 songs out. Then I have a lot of freestyles because I realized I don't have enough money to promote songs properly. So let me not just drop song and just leave it hanging. Let me just focus on freestyle. So that is what I do the most now. Just drop freestyles while I'm looking for funding, and also, you know, anything can happen at any time as long as we keep moving. So that's what I'm doing, just freestyles as at now.
So the 2 songs you have, what are their titles?
Okay, the first one is it's a love song. It's titled Odo Iwu.
Okay.
And the second one is kind of like a freestyle song too, and it's titled Bonfire.
Bonfire. What's Bonfire all about?
Bonfire is like bonfire, like in my own sense, it's like a campfire where they put this fire, this wood that is burning, exactly, and circled by people. So it's a rap song.
It's a rap song.
Yeah. Why the Odo Iwu is a
love song. The Odo Iwu, was it written for anybody in particular? Maybe like
no,
a friend?
It wasn't written for anybody in particular. It was written for people that might be in that position. Like I said, I try to use my music to express. I think about what people might be passing through and write something about it, and put myself, like I write it from the first person point of view. So when somebody is listening to it, it looks like I'm the one that passed through that situation, but I'm not writing about my own situation.
In your music, who is your biggest supporter?
It has to be DJ Big G. Because now he still push me. DJ Big G, if you are watching this video right now, you be my biggest supporter. You like no me.
So shout out to DJ what?
DJ Big J. Shout out to DJ Big J. Yeah.
Alright. So,
shout out to DJ Big J. And my friends DJ Big J, Ologun, OGME, Blackboard, all these people, yeah.
Which ones are here with you today?
OGME is here with me, and DJ Big J is here with me. We came together, yeah.
That's good. It's good to have, first off, surround yourself with a very entertaining team. These are the people that will push you to all leaps and bounds. So whatever it is, make sure that you keep them close.
Sure.
Now, how do you deal with your female fans? Now, you know, someone coming into, I tell people, music, entertainment, movies, broadcasting. If you are not well grounded, it will put you in so much issues. Like for someone like me, it's something I don't like to say on air, but I get lots of DMs, like people like, okay, oh, how far? I like you, I do this. But if you now tell yourself, just because these people are like this with you, you now go and jump and go and do stuff you're not supposed to do, it will get you into a lot of trouble. So that's why I'm asking, how do you, coming up in the music scene now, becoming big and great, how do you hold on to your fans? How do you keep them in check? How do you deal with them, especially the female ones? Those ones are a lot of trouble.
Okay, actually, when I started doing music, I actually was not thinking about that anybody will DM me something like that.
Yes.
So when I after a while I got some DMs, so I knew I needed to have a strategy to deal with these people, because it will keep. I'm still small, I'm getting DM. What if I'm big? It will keep getting bigger. So what I did was I realized that I can only control my actions, but I cannot control the actions of somebody. Like if somebody say I like you, I don't have any control over. I only have control over how I respond. So the way I would deal with it is that I would just allow them express themselves, appreciate it, and not act on it.
Okay. What sets your music, the kind of music you do, what sets your music apart from every other artist?
Yeah, without talking down on any other artist, everybody's like, I've listened to a lot of music and everybody's very, very good. Like, very good. So what sets my music aside is the fact that, first of all, it's my music. Whether I wish to set it aside or not, it's my music. It's definitely not your music or any other person's music. So that's, in that case, in that sense, it is already set aside. But I think I pay a lot of attention to my lyrics and melody. I always want to make sure what I'm writing makes sense. It has a particular topic. I don't digress in my topic, in my music, so I make sure the lyrics is very, very tight. So that is, I think in that way it sets it a little bit aside, because there are also many artists that do sound lyrics.
Yes.
But the main thing that sets my music aside is my music. It's for me.
It has so much of your personality.
Exactly, it's for me. So, and you're not me. Set it aside. Exactly.
All right, quick one before we go on the break. Money or fame? Pick one.
Money or fame?
And why?
One. Can we pick the two?
You just have to pick one and tell us why.
I'll pick money.
Why?
because I can use money to get fame. You know, you can still use fame to get money, but it's easier. I think it's a little bit easier to use money to get fame than it's easier to use fame to get money.
You're not sure that the money will enter your brain and you start doing
it will not enter my brain.
Why do you feel so?
Money has never entered my brain. I would like money to enter my bank account instead.
Because you said when you talked about buying phones for 100k and 200k, that time you said it's because you didn't have the capacity.
The capacity, yeah.
Now, once the money enters, for example, you see 40 million naira in your account first. You check your alert, 40 million. What's the first thing you will buy?
So now, think about it this way. Then I did not have the capacity. So for example, now if somebody has 10,000 naira and the person spent 100 naira, if you calculate that percentage, the 100 naira to 10,000, you realize that somebody that has 100 million and spent 1 million has spent less money than the person that has 10,000 that spent 100 naira. So it's all about capacity. That time I did not just have the capacity to. So when I have bigger money, I might spend lesser. It will not get to my head at all.
So when you make millions now, for example, the 40 million I just spoke about, what's the first expensive thing you buy?
I'll buy. I don't think I'll buy. I'll just make money and say I want to buy expensive thing. I definitely don't want to buy what I don't need, because I'll look at the money. How is it coming? It's more coming. You spend as much as you make, or lower than you make. That's my philosophy. If you're making 10,000, you don't want to be spending 10,000. You want to spend as low as possible. So if I have 40 million, my first thing is, how did this 40 million come? How can I get another one? Before I will think about what I need. Then if I have a lot more, I can just buy what I want. But I'm not thinking of the most expensive thing. What am I trying to impress? Everybody is different. Why are they impressed?
You said in your biography that, that's what I read, that you have a side hustle. You have a business you run. What's the business?
Yeah, I used to, currently I have like a viewing center.
Oh.
A football viewing center. And I have, where I do like SIM registration.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also work as my daddy's personal assistant. My dad is a lawyer.
Alright.
So I also work as, that's what I basically do.
So all these things together pay, and they help hold you up for a while. Yes.
Yeah, they help hold me up, even though I'm not beating well. I'm definitely not beating well. So if you have money you want to send to me, please do it.
All right. Yes. DC Marlow seems to think that his music sets him apart from every other type of artist because it is intentional and it is personalized. You can't be like him, he can't be like you, and that's something I take from his talk. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, there is still WhatsApp on Galaxy Television. You still have me as your host, Orali, in the building, and of course DC Marlow. Don't touch it. Welcome back. This is still WhatsApp on Galaxy Television, and this is where stars are born and made. Anybody who sits on this chair never remains the same. Anybody who comes into the studios never remains the same. That is a fact. I can bet. I can ask you to place all your money, take it to the bank, and you cash out in billions, not millions. Now on the show today, we have a very interesting artist. He calls himself, you know him as DC Marlow. Now the video you just watched is titled Regular. Tell us about that video. So
basically, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, we no go for, we go win higher. We pray before, we no go come down. If I give them chop, make them clean mouths. When I drop another one, they know na banger. Basically, just me trying to let people know that we no be regular, we are different.
Wow, I love that one.
Yeah.
Now, in case of music, you've been in the studio a couple of times.
Sure. And big ups to my producer, Solo Sound. Big ups to Wismani. So those are two producers I've worked with, and they've really shaped my sound in a way or two. So I'm giving them shout out.
Yes. Now going straight up to producers producing good music and mixing and mastering. Now, who would you give credit, or who would you say takes credit for a hit song? Now, is it the artist or is it the producer?
I think when it comes to who takes credit for a hit song, we need to look at it in a very realistic way. It goes different way. First of all, when a song becomes a hit, it's like song to song basics. We look at the song, what made this song a hit? Sometimes it's promotion, sometimes it's the producer, sometimes it's the artist. It's not like a straightforward thing that producer, everybody come together to work. Sometimes it's even the A&R, sometimes it's some people in the label. So you cannot just say, hey, this song is a hit, it's this particular person. Sometimes it's the joint work of everybody. So everybody takes credit that work on that project.
All right. What
Yeah.
would you say are the basic prerequisites for a successful artist? Now, you have a lot of people come through in different genre of music, and you have reggae, you have Afrobeat, you have juju, you have akbala, you have R&B, you have soul, and so many other music. You have funk, so many. Now, when it comes to how you define a successful artist in your own terms, how would you do that?
I would think when it comes to successful artists, it's a personal thing. What success means to me is not what success means to another person. So, for example, now, if somebody set out to smoke 10 cigarettes, I don't smoke. Smoking is bad. But if somebody set out to smoke 10 cigarettes, and the person ended up smoking 20, that person has become a highly successful smoker. Because you understand? Because this person wanted to smoke 10 and you end up smoking 20. You are highly successful as a smoker. You've passed your goal. So what I would consider success is when you set your goal and you achieve your goal, you are successful. If you achieve your goal way more, maybe you wanted to build 2 houses, you built 10, you are very successful. So it's from person to person. I cannot just look at an artist and say, oh, this person is not successful. No, they know. They are the ones looking at their dashboard, knowing what they said, knowing whether they meet up or they don't. Me that is from me, I cannot really know. So that is what success is. I think it's a personal thing, and it depends from person to person based on the goals you set.
You come from a large family, yes? How many are you?
We are 8.
Yes, I read that. How was it telling them or coming out to tell them that music is the thing that you wanted to do, and how did they take it?
Oh wow! I'm trying to think. It's just like the only thing is that nobody actually has any in my family. Nobody actually is against music. They are just like, go to school. Even if you want to do music, go to school. Go to school. That's just it. Because even my daddy was a musician and he still studied law. So we are all. It was like a semi-musical family. So nobody was actually against music, but nobody's telling you to do music full time. They are just like, go to school even if you want to do music. That's how it is.
All right. So how do you unwind when you're not in the viewing center, when you're not your father's PA, when you're not doing SIM registration, when you're not performing as an artist or doing music? How do you unwind? How do you chill? How do you flex?
I'm not a flexing type. As we get problems, supposed to flex.
Truly. But since that, how do you unwind?
I just chill, follow news, watch entertaining stuff, and sometimes, and coming here today is also a way of chilling, because as I'm definitely very happy.
Wow.
I'm happy to be here. It's kind of, it just makes me happy. I was very excited to come here. They said I should come here 30. I came 8 o'clock. so I think I just do things that I love and just chill out, relax, let it go. We will get to them.
True. Now, quickly as we're rounding up the show, you have people, artists, who come and say, or who have been influenced by hard drugs and substances. For example, the well-celebrated case of Solid Star. Now, I love Solid Star a lot, and as I was evolving in life, Solid Star's music was something I loved a lot. Like, I would replay and keep playing his song, One in a Million, over and over again because I loved it. Now, is it true that for you to be successful in Nigerian music, you need to be high? You need to smoke, or you need to drink, or you need to take cocaine or hard drugs? Is it true?
First of all, when it comes to drugs, they definitely know why they are taking it. I will never ever recommend anybody to take drugs.
Okay.
Because obviously you don't need to be high to get basic stuff done. You don't need to be high. But when it comes to drug, I think most people taking drug, they are doing it out of social influence. So they are trying to impress themselves. When I've gotten close to people that take not drugs but a little bit of hard drugs, I've seen them, and what I notice is that these people are just, you smoke pass, if you finish one loud, if you do this one, I mean, stuff like that. So it's more of they are trying to impress themselves and impress people. So somebody like that cannot influence me to smoke. It's not possible, because I'll be like, you have to give me good reason to smoke, and you don't have any good reason you can give me. Your reason has to add up. You cannot influence me to smoke. I've been with smokers. Instead of you to influence me to smoke, I will influence you
To stop.
Yeah, but if you watch my video, you will see smoking here.
All right, quickly as we do round up, give your fans and people listening to DC MARLOW, words of advice?
Word of advice. The word of advice I will give to people is that do your thing. Life is hard. Life hard for everybody. For your next man, even Ashake Tokam, as John defined you and as so Ajoke defined now. So just do your thing. Keep going. Don't let the struggles weigh you down. Yes, today no good, tomorrow go good. Somebody no fit be unlucky for 365 days, and for the English speaker, you cannot be unlucky for 365 days. Keep going, and one day everything will be one day everything will be good.
All right, good one. Give us your social media handles quickly.
Yeah, on Instagram at DC_MARLOW. On Facebook I'm just DC MARLOW, and on Twitter I'm DC Yeye. Right. And on YouTube I'm DC MARLOW. Basically DC MARLOW on almost all my social medias.
All right. How did you coin the name DC MARLOW? How did that name come about?
Actually, that name was, I'll be very honest, I was trying to look for a name that I will not need number on Instagram. So I was thinking of a name that sound very unique. I thought I was like, okay, let me just coin this name. Then now if name does not have any meaning to you, you attach a meaning to it.
True.
So once I've attached my brand to it, and my brand they will know what MARLOW looks like. They will know what a MARLOW is. So if somebody say, I'm DC MARLOW on the street, they know what it's talking about. So I just coined this name, and I intend to attach meaning to it as I'm pushing with my stuff. And the DC just means dream chaser. So I also have another nickname, just like Big Wiz. I have the one that they call me DC Yeye. And I use that Yeye because I feel like I'm a Yeye person, in the sense that I'm just witty and free to go. So that's basically my name.
All right, thank you for coming on the show today.
You.
This morning has been very exciting and exhilarating having you one-on-one in the studio. We hope when we do call on you, you do answer. Please make sure you take music really serious.
I will.
As you can see, it's paying right now. Anyway, we still have DC MARLOW in the studios. He said that his music, everything about his music is personalized. He says, do your own thing and success will come to you. That's all we can take for this segment, this part of the show. And we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it is time, or it will be time, for Celebrity Gist.